and doesn't violate equal protection. Under President Biden, Americans could self-select their gender, including a third X option, but that has now been paused. Well, let's get the take of political and media strategist AJ Bruno. AJ, welcome back to the show. Love to have you on. If you weren't aware, AJ, your skirmish with Matthew Stadlen, was it last week, went viral, so you did very well. Our viewers love you. Anyway, AJ, what's your take on this win today for the Trump admin?
Good to hear it. I hope you had a good trip to the Tower of London, Matthew. Good spot for him. Yeah, so I would say, look, this is a big deal. The Supreme Court, look, these are insane things, right? To have like limitless genders, you change your gender on your passport, or having the government have to require them to accommodate what is essentially mental illness. Yeah, this makes no sense. So the Supreme Court was right here, and hopefully it stays that way. I mean, you can't just make up anything you want and have it on an official government document, and then people raise a holy hell over nonsense. So yeah, this is a good decision. I think the court's going to keep to uphold this, and hopefully it stays this way permanently, because we don't need everyone deciding that they're a different gender or a third gender or no gender. It's chaos, it's nonsense, and this was the right call.
But why does it matter, AJ, to this administration? I can't think it's going to be much of a vote winner, doing this kind of thing. Yes, I think voters would want it, but I don't think it's going to sway too many people to the Republican side or the MAGA side. So why did President Trump's administration pursue this? Is it just ideological?
Yeah, I mean, that could be part of it, but also it's just common sense. If we establish a precedent, right, where you can change your birth sex on your passport, where does it go from there? That's what I think. A lot of these issues have a slippery slope. I already think this is too far, but if you go from there, who knows what kind of madness it could lead to. So I think we got to fight back against this woke, radical, far left social agenda in every way we can, because if we don't fight back against it, we see what happens. They keep pushing and pushing, and then we're defending crazier and crazier things. So you got to stand your ground somewhere, and I think this is an important issue to do that on.
Indeed, it's like the broken window theory. Deal with the small stuff and the big stuff will take care of itself. AJ, before I let you go, can I get your thoughts, please, on a massive breaking story tonight here in Washington, D.C. and indeed in the UK? The Trump administration has absolutely slammed the BBC, our national broadcaster in the UK, for fake news, basically saying that the purposefully, dishonestly, selectively edited clip by the BBC talking about the January 6th coverage is further evidence they are total 100% fake news that should no longer be worth the time on television screens for the great people of the United Kingdom. Every time I travel to the UK with President Trump, says Caroline Levitt, I'm forced to watch the BBC in our hotel room. It ruins my day listening to their blatant leftist propaganda. This is an extraordinary intervention, AJ, from the White House on the BBC. What's your take?
Yeah, look, as you would say in the UK, I think the BBC is rubbish. It's bollocks, right? So the kind of news they put out there is not real. It's their version of fake news. So I think this is important, because we used to have a situation like we had real journalism, right? People reported the facts. You didn't inject ideology in it. You didn't try to put propaganda in the news. And they called themselves the British Broadcasting Company, but again, they have the same agenda that the government there has. It's a far left, it's biased. So I think they were right to do that. We got to fight back against any media outlet out there who's just dishonest, pushing lies. We need more outlets like GB News and less like the BBC. And maybe they'll wake up and actually, start reporting the facts. So I think this is great. Fight fire with fire, and I'm all for it.
Thank you, AJ. Appreciate that. And there's a reason our viewers are warming to you like the sun in an Orlando morning. There you go. There's a description for you. AJ Bruno, thank you very much. Appreciate your company. Right.